So we do these every single Sunday. You can always, always, always count on Team Zoom at 9 o'clock Eastern every single Sunday, unless it's like Christmas Day or something. We will always be here. Yay, welcome, Chelsea. I thought so. Welcome to the team. So we do these every single Sunday, and what's great about these is that they're like a mini training for the entire team. So it doesn't matter how long you've been in, how much team you've got, like everyone should be on these Sunday night Zooms. It's a big part of growing your business, and it's huge to be open to learning and growing, because no one starts this business as a professional network marketer. No one. So it's awesome because you get to learn through all of us. People that have either been in a long time, maybe I'll have a guest on that's like rocking and rolling and they're just doing the damn thing. And obviously we want to learn from people who are actually doing the things that are working. So we do these every single Sunday, and I want to see you plus your entire team hopping on. So as you're adding to your team, make sure you're telling them about it. A couple new announcements, or actually they're not really new, but a couple announcements is I do run a team contest every single month. You can always count on a team contest every single month. And do I have to do that? No, but I like to do it because it just puts gas on the fire and it's super exciting. So that'll always be the cover photo of Better Together. So if you're like, what is Better Together? Make sure your upline gets you in there. But that is my team page, and the cover photo always explains exactly what the contest is. So this month, whenever you add any new volume to your team, that does not mean auto shipments. So it cannot be your ADBV auto shipment. It cannot be your customers' auto shipments, but any new volume. So if you sign up a distributor and that distributor also orders product, because the starter kit is 0 BV. So if you have a distributor that actually orders product too, that counts. If you sign up a brand new customer, that counts. If your current customer places an order outside of their auto shipment, that also counts for the contest. Or if you place an order outside of your auto shipment, that counts. So any new volume, any random like orders, okay? So that counts towards the team contest, and that is all described in the cover photo. So you don't have to worry about remembering what I just said. The entire description is in the cover photo. So make sure that you're booming and you're providing the ID number of the customer or distributor, or the order number, and then the BV amount. So let's say you sign up a customer for hair, skin, and nails. So you would say boom, ID number 30 BV, right? And then that way we can keep track of the volume, because I'm doing a drawing for every 1,000 group volume that our team gathers collectively, and then you get a really cool prize. So some of the prizes are like a Sephora gift card. I think that's on there. The It Works planner, like all sorts of really cool stuff. So product, there's free product. So if you want to know exactly what the prizes are, it's in a picture in the comments. So super easy stuff. Just wanted to make sure I give the team contest a shout out because I'm super excited you guys are killing it. But I know some people have no idea that there's that team contest there. So always count on that. And that does end on the last day of the month. If we reach 10,000 group volume by the 25th, I do a drawing for something really, really cool that I've never done before. So make sure that you are commenting whenever you're adding new volume, and make sure your team knows about it. You know, people have no idea, especially if they're new, what the cover photo means. It can be confusing. So I just wanted to shout that out real quick. Every Sunday after my team Zoom, because mine starts at 9, but the family call starts at 10 p.m. Eastern. So you can always count on Mark Pentecost's Facebook page. At 10 p.m. Eastern, he'll have a live video, and it's called our family call, and he is our CEO, and he's amazing. So make sure you catch that after my team Zoom. And then that's pretty much it for announcements. I know that Chelsea Clark has a really awesome team party coming up this Thursday, or I'm sorry, an online party coming up this Thursday. She's completely in control of that. This is her thing. So if you want to be a part of that, just let Chelsea Clark know that you want an invite to it, and get on in there. So super exciting stuff. And then that's pretty much it as far as like events go. I always have an online party for the entire team on basically like the last Thursday of the month. It just depends. So that could be either the 20th or the 27th. I'll figure that out. But you always have something to plug into, which is super cool. You never have something, you can never be like, oh, I'm just lost. No one ever talks to me. My team is never around. Like, my team page, Better Together, is always on and popping. You've always got stuff in there that you can go to, videos that you can watch, posts that you can read for inspiration. And then I love it when the team shouts out their rock stars. Like, that is a place where we can give recognition to the people on our team that are just killing it. And I know like Macy, you're really good at that. Macy's team, Chelsea's entire team is very, very good at shouting out recognition. So is Kaylee's team, and Destiny's really good at it. And you guys are just really good at saying like, oh my gosh, you're killing it. People die for recognition. And if anything, it just makes people that much more excited. So make sure that we are shouting out our oldies or our newbies that are just like signing that one customer, getting their first customer, getting their 5 customers. Like, make sure you're shouting people out for that. So since this is, our team's been killing it, and since this is kind of still the beginning of the month, I'd like to just give you guys a quick rundown, because usually what's really cool, my team Zoom, usually there's a guest on. Usually it's not just me. Usually it's like I have a guest on who's also maybe a fellow double, triple presidential ambassador diamond, or I'll have somebody from my team that's just killing it. Last week we had Macy and Chelsea on here giving their tips because they're just rocking and rolling. Most of the time I have a guest on, so you guys can usually count on that. Tonight it's just me, and that's okay. I have good stuff too. But I know that my team's probably like, Kim, we know who you are. So I do want to go through just some newbie tips, and then we're pretty much going to open up to just like Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, please post them in the chat, and please don't feel like your question is dumb. Like, please don't feel like, oh, it's probably such a silly question. No, please, if you have questions, ask them. But I want you guys to know, especially those watching the recording, like not everybody can be on every Sunday at 9 p.m. I understand that. So make sure to share when I post it up in the group. Make sure to share this recording with any of your team. I don't care if they've been in for 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, 1 day. Make sure they're getting their hands on this. So I want you guys to keep it so simple. When you're in my page called Better Together, everything you need is in there. You don't need to worry about, and it's in your eSuite. So if you haven't logged into your eSuite and watched some of the newbie training videos, make sure you're doing that. They're very helpful. Make sure you're getting that little stuff out of the way, like filling out your tax documents. Make sure that you're logging in to your eSuite, which is your website, okay? Make sure you're doing those things. But I explain all of that in my welcome video. So if you guys keep things, we call it KISS, K-I-S-S, like keep it stupid simple. If you're keeping things so freaking simple, you are going to not only have more fun, but you're going to sign more people up. And in network marketing, what we are paid to do is share a product and the business with other people. That is it. That is it. Our entire quote unquote job, if that's what you can call it, our job is to sign people up, not to tell our teams what to do, not to be a micromanager, not to be this person who knows everything. It's literally to get people started. That is what we are literally, that's the only thing we're paid for. That is literally what we are paid for, is getting new customers enrolled and new distributors started. So if you're doing anything besides that, where you're making it more complicated, you're putting all these things together, you're getting outside of what's most important, which is growing your paycheck and making sure that you see an income coming from this business. So if you're like brand new, or even if you've been in a while and you want to help your newbies get started, make sure that the first thing you're doing is you're getting into Better Together and watching the welcome video, or watching the welcome video and then getting into Better Together. So I have my welcome video pinned to the very top of my team page. So watch the welcome video. Make sure that any of your newbies that you're enrolling, make sure they're watching the welcome video, because guess what? You don't need to know everything. You don't need to have it all together. You don't need to be this perfect, shiny leader. You're a leader once you enroll a distributor, yes, but you don't need to know everything. That is what the welcome video is for. I spent a lot of good, I spent some time making that video and making sure that I tried to get every little piece of information into it within like the 10 minutes that it's made. So I really hope that helps you guys. And I know it's going to be helpful for your newbies, so that you don't have to feel like you know everything. You don't have to know everything to be successful. So make sure that you're watching that welcome video first thing, the one that's in Better Together. And then once you're in Better Together, make sure that you're just welcoming your new team members in there. Literally, welcome to the team so-and-so. That gets people excited because they see that we're a big, huge team that has a lot of fun. There's camaraderie in there. Like, it's super, super exciting and not so weird. They're like, what is this team page all about? So when you give someone a quick welcome, or if you shout out your team in there and you make them feel like they're $1 million, like, you're going to see people start to run because they're like, oh, this is cool. And then I want you guys to keep it as simple as, all right, now you've watched the welcome video. You understand that you need to log into your eSuite. You need to make sure you fill out your tax documents. You need to set up your ADBV auto shipment. But now keep it as simple as, you just need to enroll 5 customers and 5 distributors. That is your first goal, Okay. When you enroll 5 customers within your first 30 days, you're going to earn a $150 product shopping spree. That's a big deal. Make sure that one of those customers, though, 1 out of 5, is enrolled within the first 72 hours so that you can earn that additional 50. So 5 customers and 5 distributors. That should be your only focus. How are you going to sign them up? You're just going to be excited. If you're not posting about the products or the business or both every single day, you're missing out on an entire network of people that want to work from their cell phones. They just need you to keep being consistent. People don't join people who are not consistent, right? Like, people join people that know what they want. I don't care if you're not perfect at this business. That doesn't matter. People follow people, and people join people when they're like, you know what, that Kim, like she knows exactly what she wants out of this life and she's excited to get it. What is she up to? People join me because I'm positive, I'm consistent, and I ain't going nowhere. I'm not a flash in the pan. I'm not like when you put butter inside of a pan to let it melt, like it's there and then it's gone. That's not what I am. I've been doing this consistently for 5 years. My first year was tough, very tough. Because this is network marketing. You will make a lot of money every month. I'm talking $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. That is completely achievable. You will do that, but you're going to have that. This is how it goes. Network marketing, this is how it goes. If you're doing this with network marketing, you're lying. That's coming from top leaders, not just me. If you're like, no, my journey so far has just been up, there's never been any downs, you're a liar. That's just how it goes. Like, network marketing can be this roller coaster. But along this roller coaster ride, you're making thousands of dollars every month, whether that's 1,000, 2,000, like whatever. You get to make money while you're learning and failing, which is the coolest part. So my first year in this business, I went diamond. For those of you who don't know what diamond is, it's on average $2,000 a month in commissions. I went diamond in my first 5 months, and I earned a $10,000 bonus on top of it. And so you think, wow, like, I'm on top of the world. I did it. I'm amazing. I'm the shit. I'm everything. Everybody wants to be me. You know, I was like, oh my God, I went diamond in 5 months. Okay. After that, though, my biggest rock star quit. She was out of here. She was done. And then my whole team fell apart. It takes 24 distributors to go diamond. And I realize now that my whole team fell apart and people were quitting. People are going to quit no matter what. Like, if they want to quit, they're going to quit. But I know that my leadership style was horrible. I had a lot of growing to do. I had a lot of learning to do, which is why now, you know, I'm a triple diamond with the company. It took me a while, though, to realize that I needed to really raise my leadership and be not only a better leader, but a better person. When you're in this for the money, that's great. But if you're only in this for the money and you really don't have anything else besides that, you're probably not going to go very far. When you focus on helping other people win, that is when you win. When you focus on blessing other people, that is when you are blessed. And God makes sure of that. So, like, it's that simple. So I want you guys realizing that it isn't always going to be an uphill, like, yes, everything's perfect. It's going to have some slopes. And you're going to be like, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not enrolling people this week? What is happening? Just know that at every new level, there's a new devil. And you just have to keep going. You just have to keep going and trusting in the process and believing in yourself. And that is why I love my team page so much. Because if you don't believe in you, trust me, we believe in you. So just post in there or tell your upline, like, listen, I'm feeling a certain way. I need tips. I need advice. Is this normal? I just had someone text me the other day that was like, hey, Kim, is it normal to not be signing people up right away? And I'm like, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. It's normal to not be signing people up right away. You don't have to be enrolling a customer a day to feel like you're the bomb.com. That's okay. And she was like, well, I have people, you know, telling me that they want to order. She goes, I have 6 people. She's on this Zoom right now. She's like, I have 6 people telling me, yeah, Courtney, hey. She's like, I have 6 people telling me they want to order, but they can't do it until next paycheck. Is that normal? I said, yes. Oh my gosh, that's a win. That's a huge win. That is what we do. I mean, for those of you who have been in a while, you can probably honestly say that 20% of the time, maybe people are signing up on the spot. Like, every once in a while, I'll have people go, yeah, I'm ready to order right now. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. But usually it's, yep, I can do it, but not until next Friday. And I'm like, all right. And I write their name down next Friday. And I follow up. I literally, on that Friday, because it's in my phone or it's in my planner, and I say, hey, girl, you ready to get started with your hair, skin, and nail journey? Because I am so excited and I'm ready to place your order. You got a second? And they're like, oh, yep. Like, people are going to order from you. Just be okay with it maybe being next week, which is why it's so important to be reaching out to people daily, because you have no idea how that can pay off by the end of the month. Like, people are ready to order finally because they're like, all right, I've been planning on hair, skin, and nails. Now I'm ready to do it. So I love that network marketing, that's just what it is. And I remember when I went diamond within my first 5 months, I was geeked. I was so excited, but I didn't hit. So for those of you who don't know, it goes distributor, executive, ruby, emerald, diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, presidential diamond, and then ambassador. So I was diamond. My next rank would have been double diamond. It took me 2 years to go from diamond to double. And then it took me a month after that to go triple. So I think you guys can understand that I really had some growing to do. Like, that isn't normal, quote unquote, like that isn't normal to do. But I sucked as a leader. I sucked at believing in myself. I wasn't, I didn't believe that I could be double and triple. I thought that was like unicorns only. And, 2 years later, I went double and triple back to back. And that's because I was so consistent. I had people telling me for a month, like I worked really hard for I worked hard that entire 2 years, but up until going double, like the months coming up to going double and triple, I worked really hard. And I was like, why isn't this paying off? Like, what is going on? It's because literally all the work I was doing was about to pay off that month that I went double, which was April of 2016, I believe. So it was coming up to it. It was coming up to it, which is why I went from diamond to double and triple back to back. It was leading up to it. All that hard work that I was doing, all those people telling me, I'll order next week, I'll order in 2 weeks. They really did, most of them. I just had to be sure to say, okay, I'm really going to follow up with you. Like, the fortune is in the follow-up. I literally could have said, you're not ordering right now today? Well, then screw it. Like, I'm not even, okay, this is dumb. But I wrote their name down, and I would not have went double if I forgot to follow up with those people. I wouldn't have. So with network marketing, it is normal. People do not usually sign up right on the spot unless you're doing like a host to post and they want hair, skin, and nails right now. And they've commented like, yes, I'm in, I want to do it. It's normal, you guys. It's okay. You are awesome. Stay consistent, stay plugged in, keep learning, keep growing. And so if you're new, I want you to just keep in mind that your first goal is 5 customers and 5 distributors. And if you're making it any more complicated than that, stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing right now and just figure out how you are going to sign 5 customers and 5 distributors. And it's very simple. It's very simple work. It's very doable. Think of 5 people that would bring you chicken noodle soup when you're sick, like people that you can always count on, people that got your back no matter what. And just think of people that are pregnant or about to have a baby or just had a baby, want to lose weight, you're like, you know what, that girl always complains about her hair. Like, I want to help her. I've got a product for that. Think about someone who is always sick, who literally constantly complains about her achy joints during these cold months. We've got relief for that. Think about people who are always stressed and anxious. We've got Confianza for that. And simply go and make the ask. The more that you make an ask out of yourself, the more that you'll be told yes. Even if it's not right the second, you will be told yes. And that could be next week or the following couple of weeks. But one of my favorite things to message people is, especially when you're new, is like something along the lines of, hey girl, how are you? Happy Sunday. I just wanted to reach out to you because I'm super excited. I just joined this amazing health and wellness company, and I actually need 5 brand new 90-day product models. Would you be interested in helping me out? I'll even give you my 40% discount. So something as simple as that can make people go, yeah, what are you doing? What is it that you need? Like, what products are we talking about? And then when you say like, oh, I'm talking about that skinny wrap. Have you ever heard of our skinny wrap? People are like, what? You have a skinny wrap? And you're like, yeah, we have a skinny wrap. We have skinny coffee. Like, it's an incredible all natural health and wellness line. I think you would love it. And they're like, so then you're starting this conversation and then what my favorite question is when they're like, well, I don't have a clue what I would want. Like, then that's when you ask the question, well, what are some of your main health and wellness goals? And they're going to say, weight loss and just, firming, tightening, and toning. I just want to look more toned. That's when you're like, oh my gosh, you would love the cleanse and the keto coffee and the greens. You would love it. And then if you want to add some wraps, that's going to just firm, tighten, and tone it all up. So that's where you can kind of help people with their goals and not spit all 60 products out at them, but maybe like 5 main ones that you think would help them the most and let them decide what they want to try first. So I notice when you just straight up come out and ask and when I talk to people, I don't even consider the fact that they might not order. I talk to them like they've already given me their information. I talk to them like, oh, you would love hair, skin, and nails. Oh my gosh, yes, you're going to love using this. Like, they haven't even told me yes yet. And I'm like, oh, you're going to love the greens. Oh my gosh, you take it once a day, just 2 little scoops inside of, water, juice. If you're doing the chocolate greens, it can be milk. So you're going to love them. You're going to love them. You're going to feel so much better. And they're like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah. So are you ready to place your order? And they're like, yeah. Like, because I assume the sale. I assume they're going to say yes. I've written it like they already told me their credit card information. And that's how I get most people to just sign up. And they want to. I'm just more persistent. Whereas some people doubt themselves. They don't really want to make the ask. They're like, oh, I think this person is interested, but what am I doing wrong? You're simply not sealing the deal. You're just not asking if they're ready to place their order. And that is literally how you get people to finally just say, all right, yeah, I'm ready. Like, because people don't understand that they have to actually place an order. Like, they don't know that next step. You have to help them with that next step. So when I ask people, yes, girl, you're going to love it. Did you want to place your order and get my discount? They're like, oh yeah. How do I do that? And it's super simple. I just need your basic information and then I sign them up and they have it shipped to their door. So if you guys don't know exactly like what a loyal customer or distributor is, make sure you get with your upline and get the details, but it's also in your eSuite training videos, which is super helpful. So we're just excited to have you as a part of the team. And if you're watching the recording, same, we're super excited to be working with you, but keep it as simple as 5 customers and 5 distributors. And if we can be real, that should be all of you. That should be all of your guys' goals every single month. That's my goal every single month. That is called our Steps to Success. It's actually in our new planner. It's literally like I have the old planner right now because it's still December. It's not January quite yet. But I opened up our new super cute. Yeah, Kaylee has it. There it is. It's marble and it's the cutest thing in the world. Like all of you need it, okay? It's a little bigger than the old one. Yeah, it's marble and then it's marble on the inside too. And Kaylee, were you shocked when you opened it up and it said 5 customers, 5 distributors? I was like, oh, it's official.
Yes. Look.
Yeah. Show them. I don't have it down here. Yeah, so you guys see that? It says process your auto shipment for the month, and then you would check that box, and then 5 customers, 5 distributors. I was like, oh my God, they updated it in the planner. That means it's official.
Yep. And I love.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Unmuted.
Oh.
Like, and I love that at the beginning of every month, you guys.
Yeah.
There's like its own quote. So like the beginning of January says, today, not tomorrow, I challenge you to take action to develop yourself. Mm-hmm. So like that's the one for January. And so there's a quote for, I know you're supposed to wait until the month comes, but I already read them all.
I did too. I don't care.
Yeah, it's you guys. I love that at the bottom of the months too says like what will I focus on this month, and then my affirmation for the month. And then it also has like a ruby and a diamond chart in the front, mm-hmm. where it's like dry erase, so you could obviously change it and stuff like that instead of continually printing out new ones or whatever. Sorry, I don't know, my dog is about to hump my arm. But see, I'm sorry, I just don't know why he's doing it.
It's okay. It's all right.
But yeah, it's amazing, you guys. You have to get it. And I didn't even realize it has this in it. It has a little book.
Yeah.
For your hundreds list.
Yeah.
I just saw it yesterday.
You didn't have the old one, did you? You never had the It Works planner.
Nope.
Did you?
If you don't want to spend the money on it, you could just do really awesome in like team contests and stuff and win it like I did.
Yeah.
No excuse. Just win a boom contest or something, and maybe you'll win the planner.
I know. I have 2 of them. I have 2 of them in the prize for the boom contest. So yeah, Kaylee won hers, and I forgot you didn't have the old one. So it's the old one, but it's bigger and better. It's marble and it's bigger, and it has because it has the quotes in the old one too. Like every month there's a new quote. But I love like even the hundreds list. Like this is the old one. The new one's bigger. Like it's actually a bigger book. So, and then there's like a little spot in the back of the new one too where you can put your charts. And yeah, I know, Camry, that you got a different one, so that's okay. You'll get the 2021. But having a planner period is just, it's so nice. So I just thought it was so cool to see. I know Kaylee saw it too, but like to see in the planner that they already updated. Because like for those of you who don't know, our Steps to Success used to be 4 customers a month and 3 distributors. And in the planner now, it's official. If it's in the planner, that's how you know it's official. It says 5 customers, 5 distributors. And I was like, yes, that's huge. Like, so just focus on your 5 every single month. But did you want anything, I don't know, anything at all, Kaylee, about the planner or anything?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, this is just a random Zoom, guys. Usually I have like a guest on and I have like a subject I'm talking about. So yeah, go ahead, Kaylee.
So you were talking about making an ass out of yourself. And I just want to say something super quick. So I know a lot of people, obviously some are different, some don't feel this way at all, they just don't care, and they're like, I'm gonna hit the ground running, like I don't care what people think. And that's how I was in the beginning, but not everyone can think like that, right? You know, some people are shy, some people are really worried about what others think. um, you guys, you cannot and will not be successful in this business. I'm telling you, you will not be successful in this business if you are afraid of other people's opinions. Plain and simple. You will not be successful. You cannot worry about other people's opinions. You cannot worry about annoying other people. You can't worry about like, well, maybe I'm like should have a different Facebook because I'm annoying people on my own, or whatever it may be. Because if you're not asking people, if you're not posting daily, if you're not following up, you know, sometimes you're gonna have to follow up with the same person 10 times. Literally, I think Kim followed up with me at least that much, actually probably 12 times. It took at least a year. So sometimes she'd follow up more than once a month, you know, so it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of effort. But if you're not doing those things because you're worried about, you know, hurting someone's feelings or what their opinions are of you or whatever, you're not going to be successful. You have to make an ass out of yourself. You have to, because if we're not doing the actions to be successful, we're not going to be successful, you know? So if you say to yourself, well, I'm not sure if this is for me because I can't sign anybody. Okay, well, how many people have you talked to? Well, like 3 this week. Okay, how come you haven't talked to more? Well, I'm worried that like I'm bugging them, or I don't think this person's going to want it. I'm afraid to post again on Facebook because last time so-and-so said this. You guys, you just can't worry about other people's opinions. And I'm going to tell you one thing. People they're going to hate on no matter what you do. Doesn't matter if you're talking about makeup, doesn't matter if you're talking about health and wellness. It literally does not matter. Hold on. Sorry, my dog put his bone under the couch and was digging. But it doesn't matter what you're talking about. They're not going to like it, especially in network marketing. It's not normal, you guys. What we do is not normal. But I can promise you one thing. If you stay consistent, you make an ass out of yourself, you forget what other people are saying about you, or, you know, their opinions on what you're doing. Because one, they're not paying your bills, so don't care about their opinions, right? They're your dreams you're going after. You're not going after theirs, so who cares what they think? I promise you, you guys, those people will come around. I shouldn't say all, 90% probably, and that's not no joke, of the people that talked crap about what I was doing, literally, like even on my own personal posts, blocked me on Facebook, all these different things. When I went diamond, they were in my inbox saying, girl, okay, I just saw you got a $22,000 bonus. How are you doing this? What are you doing? And in my head, I'm like, I do not even want to message you back because you have been talking mad crap for the last year, right? But I promise you, those people will come around. Just stay consistent and literally forget what people think. Who cares? And just keep going after your dreams, because you're not going to be successful if you're not, you know, pushing yourself and getting out of your comfort zone and forgetting about what other people think. So I just wanted to add that because I feel like I've heard that kind of a lot lately, and I've seen it a lot lately, or people are, you know, they really want to be successful, but, you know, they have all those things that they're worried about. And I just had to throw that out there because that was one thing that I made sure to not do in the beginning. I said, okay, if I'm going to do this, pardon my language, I'm not going to half-ass it. I don't half-ass things. I'm either all in or I'm not in at all. And so I jumped right in. I didn't care what people think. And, you know, here I am, double diamond. And after just being in a year and a half, was able to quit my job. And I was able to do that because I didn't care about what other people thought. So that I just wanted to share that. That was kind of on my heart. I asked Kim earlier if she was going to have anyone on the Zoom because I was going to kind of talk about that, but I got home late. I was in Chicago. I got home late. I'm literally in like all of my husband's clothes right now because I'm like a hot, emotional mess. But I had to share that. So I'm glad I was still able to share that. But You guys, you just have to remember that. You have to. It's so huge. That's all.
That's funny. That's funny that I ended up asking you then. That's kind of weird because I had no idea that that's what you meant when you were like, are you gonna have somebody on Zoom tonight? I just thought you were like wondering. I'm like, no. But yeah, no, that was a perfect thing to talk about, especially because I kind of was talking about newbie stuff, and I'm reading some of the comments, and I'm glad that you guys can agree. But that is where most people fall short, is they get started and they care what people think. And they're like, oh, I was so excited. And then their excitement gets crushed into this little teeny ball of like, you ain't shit. And then it's over. And so exactly. I love Chelsea. I know we just heard this together, but other people's opinions aren't your business. Like, that ain't your business. Like, it ain't your business. And I want to just reference something that even Joe was like, you would take that message from that. You would do that. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's who I am. So I want to share kind of something that's similar that has nothing to do with It Works. I was watching The Office with Joe last night because we do, like, our favorite thing is to do date night on the couch. Like, that's our date night sometimes because we have 2 kids and we don't have a reliable babysitter. So we love doing date night on the couch. So we were watching The Office, and that is, for those of you who don't know, like, probably my favorite show. Like, not movie, it's a show. So it's like my favorite show. The Office is my baby cakes. Okay, so if you guys don't know the characters, that's okay. But one of the very last episodes, Andy Bernard tells the entire office that he's going to go and pursue acting, singing, and he wants to be an actor, and he wants to be a superstar, and he wants to do the thing. And I want you guys to hear this closely because this taught me that, this was huge to me now that I do It Works, because I haven't watched The Office in a very long time. So Andy Bernard is the office manager, and it's all he's ever really done is he's always just worked in a cubicle, and he's this really energetic person that, you know, people are like, you are not supposed to be working in a cubicle, you're not supposed to be working in an office, but he does. Okay, so Andy Bernard is very funny. He's one of my favorite ones on The Office. And at the very end of like the show, he tells the entire office, you know, his subordinates, he's like, I'm quitting because I'm going to go be a singer and an actor, and y'all, I love that show. But all of them people in the office told him he couldn't do it. They were like, you are making the worst decision of your life. Like, how are you going to leave a stable job 40 hours a week where you're getting a standard salary? How are you going to leave your job? Like, and of course, The Office is very funny, right? It's a very funny show. But they're all telling him, you are dumb. They're like, this is the dumbest mistake that you're ever going to make. This is a bad idea. Do you really think you're going to be like a superstar? Do you really think you're going to make it and go famous? And he was like, yeah. And he went from being so excited. He was like, I'm quitting. I'm going to pursue being an actor and a singer. He was so excited. And little by little, the entire office crushed his spirits. Little by little. And guess what? At the end of the episode, he was like, hey, I think I'm going to, and before he could even get the words out, the man who owns the company was like, yep, you can stay on as a salesman. And he was like, thank you. And he went and he walked away, and he was like, but there's more to it. So he literally was told, you cannot do it. You will not be successful. This is stupid. Why are you leaving a secure job? This is dumb. And he went from so excited to like, wow, y'all, okay. He let their opinions get into his head, and he was like, maybe I should just not quit my job. So his boss told him, you know, you can stay on as a salesman. And then thankfully he decides like 10 minutes later, he's like, no, like, I'm going to do what I just said I was going to do. And they were like, all right, well, good luck, Andy. He goes downstairs, grabs his guitar, comes back up and sings them like a song. And that's kind of how it ends the episode. And they're actually, all of them were like taken aback because they're like, oh, you don't suck. Like, you actually don't suck at singing and playing guitar. That's weird. So they're like, all right, Andy, maybe you will be somebody. And he goes and pursues acting and singing. And I know it's just a show, and it's a funny show at that. But do you understand the point? Like, people literally told him he couldn't over and over and over and over and over. And he went from this super excited Andy Bernard to like okay, I guess I'm just going to go be a salesperson. Thanks for your... It's that easy to let the world around us discourage us. It's literally that easy. Just like that episode in The Office. Like, I literally looked at Joe and I said, they just crushed his spirits. They just told him he couldn't do the things he wants to go and do. They just told him his dream wasn't nothing. And he was like, you would take that from this episode. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's what I do for a living, is I help people understand that they're worth more than what other people think. And so he went and did it, and they were like, oh, you can sing. Like, good luck to you. So I want you guys to know that on social media, in your family and friend circle, people are going to tell you you can't do this. They're going to be like, this is so stupid. Like, you really think you're going to go full-time with It Works and quit your full-time job? Like, you're dumb. You have a secure job. This is stupid. No one makes it in network marketing. You're dumb. And you're going to be on the other side going, I dare you to say that one more time. And Kaylee's right. Like, until their opinions pay your bills, move on and know that you can do this as long as you're consistent and you stay within this little squad right here who will tell you that you can, because you're going to have people trying to knock you down, and it ain't going to happen. So go ahead, Kaylee. I know you want to add something, which is good.
Yeah, so you said in your little circle, family, friends. Sometimes your circle doesn't include your family, and you need to remember that that's okay too. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I know Chelsea is a very good example of that. And I only say that because she has openly shared that about, different support from family, parents. I don't remember exactly what it is. But you guys, I've been in this business for, 2.5 years. Sorry.
3.5.
Oh, 3.5. Okay. There we go. Yeah, 3.5. You stop counting when you're having fun, right? So, but I've been in for 3.5, and there are two people, you guys, in my entire family that have tried a product. 2, okay? So don't be discouraged if your family doesn't want to order. Don't be discouraged if your family thinks it doesn't work or thinks it's stupid. Who cares? They're just like other people. If that's their opinion, that's their opinion. Sometimes it's hard when your family isn't supporting something that you're doing or thinks what you're doing doesn't work or isn't going to work. But they have opinions too, right? And they're allowed to have those opinions just like anyone on social media. You just take it harder because it is your family. So when I was quitting my job, I told my mom, my dad, and my brother, and the looks on their faces were like nearly pure disgust. I'm not kidding you. And they started saying something. I was like, you don't need to give me your opinion. I just wanted to let you know that I'm really excited about it. And I'm going to be, I'm going to be at home starting this day. And they're like, well, when are you putting your 2 weeks in? I'm like, oh, I already did. Literally blank stare, disgust, like not, oh, that's so exciting. Congratulations, But my family is so supportive of everything I've ever done. You know what I mean? So even if they are a super supportive family, but they don't support you and like they don't think what you're doing is like normal or works, that's okay, you guys. Don't let your family discourage you too. And I know it can be so much harder to let that, go away or just kind of brush that off, but you're going to have to do it too. And some of them might come around and some of them might not. I mean, there's people in Kim's family that thinks what she does is completely asinine and stupid, and they're always going to think that, and that's okay, right? They're not paying her bills either. So family can be very discouraging, and they can be the ones that you want to reach out to first because you think that you'll be able to get them as a customer first, but sometimes that's not the case. So especially if you're brand new, don't let that discourage you right from the very beginning.
Yep. Don't let anybody take the excitement. There's a reason you said yes. Like, you have to remember that. There's a reason you said yes. Now, don't let anybody steal that joy from you. And it's I love examples because I have ADD. So when someone gives me examples, I can connect more to it. But it's the same as like, I have a lot of tattoos. And do you know how many times I've walked up to my siblings, or my mom's really actually very supportive, but I walked up to like my siblings and they're like, why? And I'm like, because I wanted it, because I like it. I don't care if you don't like my tattoos. I like it. And guess what? I can't take that tattoo off. So you're just going to have to deal with it. That's the same thing with this business. Like, I've had people go, why are you doing It Works? And I'm like, because I like it. It makes me happy. It makes me money. I don't care what you think. You're going to have to deal with it because it's not going anywhere. And they're like, well, all right, shit, And some of them still don't talk to me about It Works. Like, literally at family functions, you would think we're talking about Satan in disguise. I'm like, what? I'm just talking about health and wellness. You guys need to just chill out. So people like don't talk about it, and you're going to have that, and that's okay. So just let your, I actually hate this saying, but let your haters be your motivators. Like, go prove them wrong, prove them so wrong. And then when you start paying their bills, when you start paying your bills with Rap Cash, when you start saying, oh my God, this $100 bonus I got this week is taking me and my boo out to dinner, like it's paid for by It Works, people are going to start seeing that and going, okay, you actually are making money. So I'm not saying flash the money around, but I am saying if you get a bonus, screenshot it and say, guess what this is doing for me today? Guess what this is doing for my family? People connect with that. If you sell a wrap and make 25 bucks, go put it in your gas tank and take a picture of you doing that. So people are like, oh, like she is making money with her pyramid scheme. That's cute. You want people going, you know, wow, this is working for her. So, you know, just like Chelsea said, yeah, 4 years and my mom and stepdad are just starting to ask about the products because none of their diets have worked. And it's so true. Like literally you will have that, you guys, and it's so exciting. So just remember why you said yes. Just remember why you said yes, because that holds near and dear to your heart. And, you know, people are going to try to steal that joy, but they're not going to. So something that I'm going to start doing every single Sunday on the team Zoom is I'm going to start announcing our top distributor enroller. That's going to be a new thing. I'll also put it in the team page as well. But so I'm just going to like drum roll. Are they even on here? Hold on. One of them is. Hold on. Okay. So congratulations. It's a tie this week. So I'm going to do this every single week throughout the month on Sundays. So it's a tie this week. So top distributor enroller for the entire week is Sonora and Paige. You guys came in as a tie, and I'm super proud of you guys. So way to rock and roll, way to lead from the front and handle business and get people started. Super exciting. I know that other people got distributors started too, like Madison, Lily, Kat, Destiny. I know that you guys also grew your teams this week, so I'm super proud of you. No, I'm not counting loyal customers, but I just wanted to maybe start doing that as an incentive to just see who's killing it, because then you can go and ask them questions and stuff like that. So congratulations to you guys, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to stop the recording.